guys. I'm James A. James, and this is Transformation. I'm very excited today. We have with us the wonderful Boulet Brothers, the overlords of the LA fetish scene. You do Dragula.
Yes.
You were doing Evita.
That's right. The party that we became sort of notorious for was Miss Kitty's Parlor.
That's where I first met you, I think.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
You met in New York, where I'm sure we've crossed paths many
It's true.
times.
The magazine he worked for was photographing me, and we kind of met through a mutual friend.
And it was love at first sight.
Well, yeah, I think so.
But now you guys have been together for 20 years?
Oh, well, you know, something like that.
Something
That's
like
insane, you guys. That's like 80 years in...
It's like 800 years.
that. When we came to LA, we really didn't like the party scene very much.
We were really inspired because we learned everything we knew about clubs from New York, which is like keep it mixed, keep it dark, and keep it dirty.
You aren't typical dark fetish personality.
No,
At
we're
all.
not. What attracts us to that is just the freedom of the scene, and that, you know, we can do these big elaborate stage productions, and it just makes sense, you know what I mean, to do it in those venues.
And we don't take it seriously, you know. You think fetish party and like all this darkness. We don't forget the fact that it's a party.
A lot of times, people are intimidated by the fetish scene.
Absolutely.
They think that they're gonna walk in and someone's gonna, throw them on a Catherine
Totally,
wheel.
the
So you are the
classic.
gateway. You are a gateway
We're
to
exactly.
BDSM.
We're the pop BDSM, exactly.
Wow, that's,
James, let me fix your collar. One side is
please,
out, one side is down.
Thank you. These queens here, I don't know. Shit!
We're gonna transform you into a classic Boulet look. So you're gonna be very bone white and glamorous and imperial looking.
You know, where others might go for natural, we're going for like pure supernatural.
The problem is that we're gonna have to be doing contacts.
Yes.
And you know what it entails.
Yes.
You know I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna scream, you're gonna get mad, you're gonna wanna hit me. So I think we're just gonna turn the camera off. Either you guys are experts, or I'm like actually learning how to do this, because how long did that take?
Not long.
Like 3 minutes? Not
3
even.
minutes?
Yeah, you like the idea of getting double teamed.
I think so.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Because this is a fantasy of mine.
We're gonna moisturize your face
Yes.
with a little potion of my own creation. There's like some rosemary and lemon in there.
Put you in a good mood before you go out at night.
Alright?
Before everybody else just tries to ruin it when you go out.
So what we're gonna do first is we do a base of just clown white, like kind of lightly. Ultimately, you're gonna be kind of gray, because if you do white, you can't do any contouring. So if we do gray, then we can do some highlights and some lowlights.
right, okay.
And give you a little bit of definition. Let me get his ear a little bit.
I thought you were gonna comment on the hair in my ear.
No, I'm just gonna.
I had a teacher in 5th grade who had really hairy ears.
Oh my god, I did too.
The joke of the school was about the jungle in his ears and all this stuff.
Totally.
And now I'm Mr. Feldman.
No,
you're not, stop.
And no more of your monkey shines, Mr. Clark, he'd always say. And I'm gonna sit on you. And he would always sit on the boys.
That
Wow.
is
that
very
weird? Yeah.
That's
It
where
sounds like a
fetishes
weird.
start.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a sitting fetish. I like old men to sit on me. I'm gonna sit on
You
you.
see a little bit of that.
He had sort of a lisp, and so old men with lisps. Now I'm an old man with a lisp. This is sort of like a deathly gray.
Yeah. Or sextraterrestrial is what
Yeah.
I like to call
Oh.
We used to be behind the scenes and we would perform in the shows and stuff, but we didn't MC our own night. No, we had to totally reinvent ourselves and represent ourselves to the world. And I'm like, I don't care who you were.
No
it's
one else
who you
does
are
either.
today.
No, your credits do not transfer.
No, they do
At
not.
all.
That's what I learned when I came from New York to LA.
Yeah.
I came
Yeah.
thinking I am going to take
Yeah.
over this
They
town,
don't give a
and
shit.
nobody gives a shit. There's like a mini turnover every year and a half or 2 years, and then there's a complete turnover like in 4 years. Like,
Yes,
like
that's
literally you
true.
aren't going to recognize anybody. And that's the same in New York. It's the same in
Yeah.
any scene. It's every 5 years you have to completely reinvent yourself and present to a whole new crowd.
And no matter what, they all get bitter anyway.
I don't know your ages, but I know that every day after 40, it is a fight not to be bitter. You have to wake up and make a conscious decision that you are not going to be bitter. There's so much that you can get bitter about if you allow yourself, that you have to focus on what's good, what's fabulous, what's about to happen.
For sure.
I think that's really great advice.
And you have to always act surprised even though you've seen it 5 million times. You have to be like, I've never seen that before.
White face again?
Exactly.
How exciting!
Was that a read? We're gonna go with mirror on white and just kind of bring in some highlights around your cheekbones and your nose. I think you were working the door the first time I ever went to the Limelight, and I really was underage.
I think there was a night all three of us were there and none of us knew each other other at that
That's
point.
probably happened. Oh, the Jim Rose Sideshow Circus night.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I
Jim
do
Rose?
remember
Yeah.
the Jim
Yeah,
Rose Circus.
we were all
yeah?
there, but none of us knew each other.
That's funny. I remember when I used to do the door and people would come and I'd hear them walking down the street and they'd say, yo man, what you gotta do is you gotta give him a kiss when you walk in, and then he'll let you in. Say, hey James, and you give him a kiss. And they're like, yo, I ain't kissing him. You'd see them learn after a while, and there'd always be these boys come up and they'd always
Those
give me a
hot
kiss.
Jersey trade boys.
Shit, that worked out for you.
And they'd be like, oh hi, and then I'd let them,
We took the gray and then brought in some black. Nothing too crazy, subtleties, but we're gonna bring in some cheekbones, a little bit on your nose, maybe underneath, and just give your face a little
double
dimension.
chin.
Exactly.
You want a nice, strong, bitchy jaw.
Yes.
Nice Joan
We
Crawford.
We want resting bitch face forever.
That's easy for me.
When you look imperial and bitchy, they'll give you drinks for free. They don't even ask.
Shame
you.
knows.
Is that
Everyone's
what it
nice
is?
to you. People get so weirded out by our makeup, it makes them uncomfortable. So you
Yeah.
could just walk up and not say anything and just be like kind of stone cold, and they'll just start spilling.
Real, it's just like an intimidation
Yeah.
factor.
Somewhat, yeah. I don't often get the opportunity to paint other people.
You guys don't ever do each other?
We'll do some, we'll do certain things he's better at or I'm better at. We'll switch back and forth.
That-
He's
or
better
is
at the
it-
contouring stuff.
Oh,
I don't
and the
like
lips.
yeah,
too.
lips
like
too.
you-
I have a curse with lips. It's always like, I'm gonna do my own lips, and then I'll turn around and be
And
like,
it's
well, what
like,
do you think? And
a
he's like,
nightmare.
You're legendary for not sweating.
yes.
Yeah,
How did you know
that's
that?
so funny.
This stuff is great. Blue marble. It's a sealer. It is amazing. We had someone do a full drag show under hoses. Like we were spraying the hose on them full blast, and their makeup didn't move. So if someone
Right.
dumps a drink in your face, it just goes.
Which
right
happens, literally every night when
On a
I'm
good
out
night.
with Blake. Now, are you sweaters anyway?
Well, we wear latex a lot. Which,
So you have you trained yourself not to sweat? You can just do it now, or is there still a lot of sweat going on underneath?
there are some secrets that I just won't share. if
Underneath.
there's someone in the world that cannot sweat in a full latex from head to toe, like, or whatever, I'd like to meet them because it's kind of crazy on a whole nother level.
Hi, I'd like to introduce myself.
Let's see, we are going to kind of go in and sort of redefine the pit of your eye.
I want to also hand this to you, which is essential to, as you know, anytime you go on a club, which is a fan. So if you're melting while we're doing this.
So you're just doing a black, or no? This is a purple.
This is like a dark plum or something. I forget
like a
what they.
dead purple.
Yeah, like
a-
Enchantress or something like that.
Am I a baby Boulet yet?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
definitely
you're
getting
definitely-
there.
Oh, you're
We're
seeing
definitely
it?
getting there.
Yeah.
You're totally turning to the dark side as we speak.
Where does Boulet come from? Because you guys refuse to answer in a couple interviews that I've read.
And we will continue to refuse to answer.
Yeah.
Really? But it has meaning. It references something.
Yeah.
Robert Goulet with a head cold.
No one has ever come closer. No.
A couple of people have tried to be like, I want to be your drag daughter Blue. I'm like, no.
Jimmy Boulet is for this episode only.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you would have to kill me.
We would have to kill you and eat you. Now you could do a bloodbath and your makeup won't move in.
Disco bloodbath. Okay, so I think you're gonna put the eyelashes
Yes,
on now.
eyelashes are the next step. Then we're going to paint his neck a little bit where the collar won't reach up to, and then put the wig on, and we'll be good.
Well, speaking of wigs, that's my favorite subject.
Oh, look at it! How are you, honey?
I'm great. It's me, Chad Michaels, and I'm just next door working on my new little web series, Share Tweets.
Share tweets, and what is share tweets?
She tweets all kinds of crazy shit, and we're gonna go have some fun. Wow.
Thank you.
You look like the children of the corn.
Absolutely.
It's the Boulet Brothers and the Boulet sister. Oh, wait, my eyeball. And don't forget to subscribe
To WOWPresents.